Hello, I am a millionaire from Nigeria, and I have teamed up with a group of millionaires to bring this awful scamdemic to an abrupt end within just a few short weeks from now. Getting microchipped because of a global deception that shut down the entire world in 2020 won't benefit the rich, and it most certainly will not benefit the poor either. Rich and poor alike, we must, and I emphasize, we must come together to expose all of the lies associated with this grand deception, leading humanity into the horrors of a transhuman society, and stop this evil agenda from destroying the human race. We have no other choice but to unite, because the few most powerful people have set the course for our destruction so that they could play God. These fools are not God. And through our unification, we will defeat this evil group of men, and justice will prevail. We must unite now. They have given us no other choice. If not, they will pick us off one by one until no resistance to their evil plans remain and humanity goes down into the night and never returns. Noitulover is a website dedicated to uniting humanity so that we can get back to the real normal and forget about the new normal, which they call the new normal, the new abnormal, which they call the new normal. As millionaires, we will do our part. We will keep this series of Zoom meetings running 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. All you have to do is sign people up for free and bring them here to these ongoing meetings. Connect with us. We can offer each of you time, even one-on-one time. We have the roadmap to wealth and prosperity. All you have to do is ask, and we will share what we know works to lift anyone up financially. Even the poorest person in the world could be lifted out of that poverty. Welcome to our Noitulover training. Today is September the 24th day of 2020, and according to the time of our website server, it is 3:04 West Africa time, 3:04 in the afternoon. We have come together today to celebrate you as an individual. And by the end of this training today, you will be able to sing. We would expect you to be singing. You've got the power. You will be able to sing, you've got the power. Here we recognize that you each were born free. Yes, you have the free will, the power to choose. So sing. Yes, we believe that you have the power. When you came out of your mother's womb, you had 2 legs, which gave you the right to travel. Also, you came out with a mouth and the right to speak. So sing. You've got the power. You are unique. No two even have identical fingerprints. That makes you priceless and beautiful. Celebrate that by singing this great song again. We truly believe that you have the power, and because of that, you know, we are calling you and the rest of humanity to come here so that we can, you know, celebrate you. Okay? While the world may have forgotten how valuable you are as a unique individual, we have come here today to celebrate how valuable you are and how much each of us, really need you. Noitulover was created to empower you to fully secure your rights to express yourself without fear of being harmed for doing so. All of us on Noitulover are unknown to each other, with perhaps the exception of the person that invited you to join Noitulover. This allows you, this allows each of us, each of our unique ideas to be shared with each other without, prejudice. We also come together with the, intent to unite with one another in the spirit of love. This is a revolution. And isn't it interesting that when the word revolution is spelled backwards, it contains within it the word love? Know it, you lover. It's love that binds us together. Our personal freedom matters, and we can support each other in mutual benefit. Freedom for all. Sometimes lies are so forceful that they compel people to believe in them. You may be new to this social media platform and may believe the lies that about COVID-19. You may not be ready to accept that COVID-19 is a scamdemic designed to rob humanity of its right to be free. Our blog shares documentation to help you reason out the truth. You may need to suspend your current beliefs about COVID-19 long enough to see this other point of view. Keep an open mind and use some critical thinking when it comes to this whole thing. They locked down the whole world over this. So this has already impacted all of us. It has already disrupted, important supply chains such as food and energy. Was this response to, COVID-19 necessary? Because humanity as a whole is paying for the costs of this severe response. This is a scripted monologue, but I promise you that after I give you a little tour of our website, we will have a Q&A. We want you to speak up and share your thoughts too. We are interested in what you have to say. As host of this training, I will do my best to maintain the spirit of love within this meeting. This social media platform gives you the tools to build up your influence in the world. That way, more people can benefit from what you have to give to others because you truly have the power. It also will allow each of us to group together. Underline, it will also allow us, to group together and develop organizations that can make all the difference in our world. The more you use the tools on this website, the more powerful you will become within this world. Some want to be followers while others want to become leaders. We need both followers and leaders for our world to operate effectively. I'm going to share my screen with you now, okay? Let me check to see if we have some guests. No more guests yet. I will share my screen. Here, share screen. Okay. Now, once you log into Noitulover, you land on the home page, and this is the home page. Now, The first thing you do is you send a contact request to all the influencers listed here. All on this column are influencers, as you can see, the title. This column is a column of influencers, and you are expected to scroll down and, you know, contact each of them. How do you do this? Between this megaphone and this number, there is supposed to be a chat icon. Okay, you can see, you will not see it now because I have already made contact requests with all these influencers. Okay, but a chat icon looks something like this. Follow my cursor, please. It looks something like this, and it should appear here. For a new person into Noitulover, it appears here. And once you click the chat icon to request contact with the influencers, that chat icon will disappear. And as you can see, mine, you know, there's no trace of any chat icon here because I have contacted all of these influencers. Now, all that you are expected to do is to just connect with them. Influencers are friendly and they are helpful. They can assist you in developing your own influence on this website and, you know, influence on it in our world. The truth is that the more influence you have, the more you get what you want out of this world. Now, this number here shows you how many, you know, people the influencer has reached. Here, after the megaphone, there's a number, a little number here. Let me select it. Influencer AQP916 has reached out to 11,180. And, you know, each person has their level. And you can see the numbers are not the same. Each person has, you know, whom they have reached out to, the number of people they have reached out to. So this is, you know, their influence. Okay. So be sure to connect with all of them, you know, on the list of influencers on the home page. All of these influencers, you are expected to, you know, connect with all of them. And you'll be glad that you did connect with them because they will help you, as I said, to build up your influence. Now, to officially become a Noitulover influencer, you have to beat this timer. There's a timer here. This is a timer, and you are expected to beat this timer. You can see mine has ticked down to 0 from 24 hours because, you know, I am already an influencer on Noitulover, and I have the privilege, you know, to broadcast along with the, you know, with those other influencers, and I have been, you know, building my own influence, and you can do the same thing, build your own influence. So your goal is to try to get this clock, beat this clock. Beat this clock. Do not allow it to, you know, to wind down or to click down to 0, tick down to 0 without you having, you know, invited at least 2 prospective influencers and gotten them to sign up. So it takes, you know, it only takes about 3 minutes of work to invite about 10 people. Now let me demonstrate to you, you know, that. Okay, there is a video here. I think my network is not very strong. There's a short video here. It's a 2 minutes video that summarizes what Noitulover is about. And all that you need to do is to select, you know, the link, the YouTube link to that video. You select it, and then you place it on any social media platform of your choice. You know, just for this demonstration, I will use Facebook Messenger. So I will click here, and I will select any one person. I have sent a contact request to most of these people. Well, let me send it to Helena. Okay, I drop this here and I send it. Okay, if you are smart, join us. It's a 2-minute video, like I said. You know, the next step is that you need to have memorized your username or the code, the 6-digit code that you are given at the point of entry. You know, let me go, to the profile section and show you my own code is HCA 101. Okay, we have a guest now. Okay, yes, mine is HCA 101, and this is the recommendation. You copy this and drop there, but I have found that it is a lot easier for the prospective signups. If I go here where my cursor is, I go copy the invite code, copy it, and I'll demonstrate to you why I find that helpful. Sorry, whom did I send it to earlier on? Helena. I sent it to Helena. So I'll drop it here, drop the invite code, and it could have been my 6-digit code, but I'll demonstrate to you why I find it a lot more practical. I'll send it to her. So let me show you. Helena will click on this link, and once she clicks it, it will take her straight to the registration page, and that is all that you need. That is all that you need. Here on the registration page, you have a slot, you have space, a field to insert your password, so you can put your password, something you remember. Okay, the message or something. Okay, now you put in a password and you verify this by on the second field by putting in the same password, and then you click on accept invitation, and voila, the person is registered. That is how simple it is. And like I said earlier on, it will take you about 3 minutes to sign up 10 people. Okay, so that is done with. I hope it's clear enough and I don't need to repeat do another one, but basically that is what it looks like to invite people into Noitulover and to sign them up. You are supposed to memorize. Sorry, my internet connection is quite low. I hope you are hearing me. Your invite, okay, chart. Sorry, I cannot see the chart. Okay, sorry, let me just go ahead. You are encouraged to invite your 10 closest friends, just the way I have demonstrated, and they may ask you what this is all about. Just keep your answers as simple as possible. The more you say, the more they will think you are trying to sell them on it. Just say something like, it's a place that smart people are going, and that I thought you are smart enough to be part of it too. Join if you want. It doesn't matter to me either way. Now, the no pressure approach is always best. If they ask you about the 300, then just say something like, the committee of 300 shut down the whole world and they think they run the world. In a way, they do. But that's because, it's only because most people are too ignorant to do anything about it. But people like you and I who realize that we have the power, we realize we can do something about it. These are not good people. Tell them it is easy to sign up. All you do is, set a password like I indicated. And this, okay, and you'll be given a unique code that will be assigned to you, and it will be your username. Okay, this small amount of effort is all that is needed to get you started on building up your influence on Noitulover. And you can see here by this table, let me go back to, the home page. This table, by this table here, there are two columns. The first column indicates the number of days. The second column indicates, the influencers. And on day one, beginning with you, and following the time that we have said, the timer, 24 hours, try to beat it. Do not let 24 hours happen before you have signed up at least 2 people. It's a 3 minutes process that can bring in about 10 people. So on day one, by the end of 24 hours, you should have signed up 2. And your job is to help those 2 understand what, Noitulover is about. And on day 3, those 2 would have signed up 4. And day 4 would have signed up 8. On day 5, 8 would have signed up 16, and on and on and on and on and on till about day 33. By day 33, at least you would have signed up about 4.3 billion human beings, living beings, people who have the power in them to change their world. By day 34, you would have signed up humanity. And that is, take note, that is beginning with just you. Okay? But you have me, I have you have other friends, people that are around you, they have friends, and those ones have friends, and the circle can just continue to grow outward and outward and outward till we reach, all of humanity. Let me just read a passage here. Smart people, this passage, smart people recognize the power of exponential growth and the need for speed. And that is why you were placed on a timer. To defeat the plans of the committee of 300, humanity needs to unite now. It can never be overemphasized. Individual freedom and prosperity have been assaulted as far back as we can historically, record. Tyrants in one form or another always seem to collect enough power to overcome the people. But people power comes from uniting. And that is why, that's the value that Noitulover brings into the whole game. And you do not have to look far back into history to, to know that, individual freedom and prosperity have been assaulted. By December of 1919, we were not where we are today. But see where we are today. nobody would have believed that the whole world would be shut down, you know, because of a disease that is equal to the common cold. But this is where we are. So, you know, just to emphasize the power of exponential growth. So good luck to you as you become influencers. Now let's go to the profile page now. I have gone to the profile page earlier on to show you my code, 6-digit code. Now, if you have a hard time remembering your passwords, you can insert your email address here in this field here. This field is there for you to insert your email address. If you have a hard time remembering both your code and your password, okay? You can also place a, okay, so the email address, the purpose is just for forget password so that you can recover your password in case you forget it. Okay, we respect your privacy. We will not scam you, we will not spam you, we will not share your information, your email with other third parties. And you know, let me just pause here to just emphasize, with the other big tech run social media platforms, YouTube, Facebook, even WhatsApp, Twitter, you need to submit lots of tons of private information that they sell. They make a big business and a lot of money out of, you know, the information that we supply to them. But as you can see here, all that is required is the one thing that is personal is the email address, and it is optional. Okay, so feel free to insert it or not to insert it, as long as you will not forget your password. Now, on the home page, you can also place you can also locate, you know. Okay, thank you, Claire. Sorry, my chat had hidden. It's Claire, 5/5, thank you. Let me expand this. So I'm expanding this to show you how you can, you know, pin down your location on the Google map that is here. And because I have done it, your saved location, this is my saved location. But let me reset just to demonstrate to you how you can do it. All you do is you zoom. I hope you zoom in to your own country. I hope I'll remember my country. Yes, I will. I have remembered it. So this is my own pin. I have reset, so I can drag it to, this is, you know, near where I live. Okay, it has moved here. I can drag it anywhere in this country, but this is the location that's nearest to my own neighborhood. And so I save the changes. Sorry, by the way, when you put in your email address, you should save the changes. When you locate your neighborhood, save the changes. And you can see that the red pin here is indicating my own location. The blue pins are indicating locations for other Noitulover users in my country. In the process of my broadcasts, I have, you know, connected with most of these, but let me demonstrate. Now, you click on any of the pins. For example, it shows you somebody's code, and a chat icon. You click on the chat icon and it will lead you either to the chat section, or it will lead you to, to a form to say, ask for contact. But because I have connected with this person, it is saying it has led me to the chat area, and I can just go ahead and chat them straight up. Hello. And I send it. Okay. Let me go back to the profile page. I hope that is enough. You can, and there are many people in my country who are in Noitulover. There are 2 here. There are 2 here. Let me see. And just by the way, I said earlier on in the monologue that we can organize ourselves. And this is the tool, the map and the pins. Okay. You can see that around me, these are Noitulovers, and it will be easy for us to organize ourselves either in country level, at city level, or at even neighborhood level, depending on the number of pins that you see here. Okay, so that is that. And once you have located, you have pinned your location, there will be a flag icon that will appear against your own profile. Okay, let me go this way. I have already, connected with this person. So you can see here, there's this person from, this influencer is from Brazil. This influencer has pinned their location, and that is why the map icon is appearing. This person is from Nigeria, my country, and they have located their neighborhood, or they have pinned their location, but this person has not pinned their location, and that is why there is no map icon that is appearing against their profile. Okay. I have also indicated, shown you how, I've shown you how connecting on the map, you can easily connect with other Noitulovers on the map. Now then we move to the blog section of this platform. Now let me move to the blog section. This is an icon for the blog. I click on it and it takes me straight to the blog. And you can see there are tons and tons of very useful information on the blog. The best thing to do is to read the first blog and work your way down to the most recent blog posts. Okay? And the reason being that the information in the blog builds on itself in a logical fashion. And that way you don't get lost in seeing how all the dots connect in this world. This first blog post will help you to understand the intent of the Committee of the 300, and that it is to transform your DNA with a fake vaccine using nano microchips. Don't fall for this scam. COVID-19 vaccine is not a medicine. It is not a cure. It is the microchip, and it can not be reversed once it has been taken up. For goodness sake, study this blog so that you cannot, so that you are not ignorant and fall to the hijacking of your body. Let's, as way of demonstration, let's go into the post. This is typical of what you see on Noitulover. The first article, the blue pill of ignorance can, ruin your life in 2020. There is a short video here, and there is, short text. There are pictures, okay? So what you are expected to do is to just, walk your way through, as and I said earlier on, and read the text, watch the videos, and just study this thing and understand. One thing that, aches, one's heart is, you see this guy here, this guy is comfortable. He is reading his newspaper or magazine or whatever on the railway track, seated on a rocking chair, enjoying life, so to say. But far ahead, there's a train coming, okay? But because he seems comfortable, he does not even know that he's in danger. And that is a condition, called normalcy bias. And it is a common human condition which leads people to disbelieve or minimize threat warnings. And as a result of that, individuals underestimate the likelihood of a disaster when it might affect them and its potential adverse effects. Now, that is exactly what is happening to so many people in our world today. Either they have a comfortable job, that seems to be paying the bills for them, or whatever, or they have a business that seems to be paying the bills. And so when you talk about the committee of the 300 and their evil agenda, they are just not listening because of the condition called normalcy bias. But coming on to Noitulover, we are here to educate ourselves. Like I said, there are videos, short videos, very educative texts. And then here, this section of, after reading the blog posts, watching the videos, there is space for you to put in your comments. And here, let me just end the explanation about the comments. You put your comment here. Once you place your comment in the comment section here, it will reflect as the latest comment. But also here, there is a chat icon that can give you the power to request contact with people that may have joined Noitulover later than you. So from here, you can click on this, and you can see it is giving request to chat with TMZ644. Are you sure you would like to request contact with TMZ644? Yes. So I click on the green button here. Okay. And it links me up with that person. The contact request has been sent. Okay. I do the same here. Contact request has been sent. Okay. And I wait for them to respond. So you can do part of the job you can do. Click, 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 and request contact from all the people in the chat areas. In the chat area on on the home page, and here too in the comment section. Now, let's move on to the chat section. We've seen the chat section before, but let's now officially move to the chat section. Click here, and you see that I have connection with all these influencers. Now, at first, if you are new to Noitulover, you will only be able to chat with your sponsor. Once you sign up your friends, you will be able to chat with them too, automatically. Everyone else that you are able to chat with is the result of reaching out to them with your contact requests. As I have indicated, either from the home page or from the the map, the pins on the map, or on the comments in the comment section in the blogs. That is how you make contact with additional people. Before you know it, you will have a long list of people to chat with, as you see that I do here. You see that I do here. I have quite a number of them, and I can easily chat with them at the time of my own choosing. Now, before you know it, yes, you would have had. Now, this is a new social media platform, and it started at the beginning of July 2020. And this, a bit of the story behind it, it came up as a result of the heavy censorship that all of us experience on the big tech-run social media platforms. There's a post on Facebook. Some emergency workers, were running. They set the alarm off. They were running to an emergency situation, and one of their colleagues followed. He did not know what it was, so he was asking, so what is the emergency? And they said that someone is telling the truth on Facebook, so there's an emergency. Can you imagine what used to be like the ethos of our society, truth, that once someone is telling the truth, it becomes an emergency, and Facebook and the rest of them will censor you. So that is the story a bit behind Noitulover. Other people have set up their own social media platforms. I know a guy I used to follow, Brian Rose of London Real. He was, many times his videos have been brought down. And the truth also is that even some of the videos that are referenced here in the blog section, if there's so much truth in it, YouTube censors it. So that is the story a bit. So because of that, Noitulover was set up. We are off to a fast start at at gathering humanity. That is what we are about here on Noitulover, and getting this important message out, to all of them before it is too late. We are fighting for the survival of our species as human beings. Each of us are beautiful in our own unique way, and we should keep it that way. We don't need to connect with the hive mind of artificial intelligence. That's how we would lose our humanity. So be sure to take the 3 minutes to change the world by signing up at least 2 of your friends, and duplicating that will change the whole world for the better. Encourage them to attend this training once they have signed up, and it helps to grow much faster. One small thing that I forgot to show you on the homepage is that when you follow, you beat the clock, there's the influencer status. It tells you your progress. You are a Noitulover influencer if you have signed up, if you have invited 2, and the 2 have signed up. So it is not enough that you invited 2 friends, but that you encourage them to sign up, 2 others. And then it shows you the green ticks, 2 ticks here that indicates your influencer status. You can see how easy it is to become an influencer. And you learn the system, learn you know, how to run through this, you know, the Noitulover platform. It's a tool, it's a, you know, tool that can help you to build your influence in our world. Thank you for listening. Let's start the Q&A section. We do not have any additional guests, but thank you for staying on with me. Sorry, do you have any questions, staff? Do you have any questions? Would you want me to run through the system again? Please, either you unmute and talk or you chat me up. Okay. Well, I take it that you understand, as you said, you understand 5/5. That's excellent, excellent performance for you. That's an A. Now, I would like for you to, you know, feel free to open up and either chat or open up your mic and share with me your concerns about what you see happening in our world as it is. Feel free to chat me up. Feel free, you know, to unmute and say something. Okay. I take it that you choose the path to be quiet. Well, I would like for you to, for you to share also, either by chat or by voice, either you or someone near you has lost a job or income as a result of this pandemic. None? None? Okay. Another poser is that, are they making laws about mandatory vaccine in your country? In my own country, the House of Representatives, you know, rushed back from recess and against tradition, you know, quickly accelerated. They put, you know, the legislative process on overdrive, and they wanted to pass a bill, what they call the Infectious Diseases Bill, you know, within just, you know, less than 12 hours. It will go through, it went through the first reading, the second reading, and but somehow there was public outcry and they had to just, you know, slow down. But I have my doubts that that bill has been killed. But that is what's happening in other countries. I've read somewhere that the Philippines were saying they would not reopen schools until there is a vaccine, and that all pupils, students, you know, have taken the, you know, taken the vaccine. So thank you. Thank you. Thank you, AYC859. You're welcome. We are in the Q&A section. I don't know, would you want to share some experience of, you know, that you have as to how COVID-19 and the lockdowns have affected you? Would you want to share?
No, no, thank you.
Okay, thank you very much. Okay, because you have the code here, I assume that you are not new to Noitulover. Is there any particular section of the Noitulover you would want me to go through since you just joined the meeting? Okay, you're quiet. You're off. Well, thank you. And another poser, which is the last, except you have your own questions. Are you ready to get back to the real normal and forget about, you know, the new normal that they have created for us? Please, what you do is to come to Noitulover. And I would like to just, you know, share something that I find very powerful about Noitulover. I don't know whether you saw my invite that I posted on Facebook Messenger and on some groups. But what you do is that you choose, according to your availability, you choose any particular hour of your choice, and you come to Noitulover, and you come to this one. We call it the change engine. It is the engine of change. Just if you click here, you see the green button here and the red button. It shows that we are live now. And at any particular hour of your choosing, you will find someone, you know, broadcasting or training. And this is happening 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, because of how important it is for us to gather humanity. So please come to our meetings, bring your friends, and let them bring their friends. And according to the table that we had here, we want to see exponential growth. This is an idea about exponential growth, the power of 2. And now that we are 3 here, we can, you know, use the power of 3. Assuming we began with 3, it doesn't take long, we will have 6. It doesn't take long, we will have, and then before you know it, we will reach the whole world. I don't know, do you have any questions? Please feel free to either write in the chat area or you unmute and ask your questions. Well, by silence, I take it that there are no questions. Thank you so very much. Staff and AYC 859, thanks for coming to the training. Please do continue to come and bring in the rest of humanity so that we can return back to, you know, what things were. And then also I have, you know, I earlier said in the, you know, in the monologue that that we have a roadmap to wealth and prosperity, and that all that you need to do is to ask, okay? And we will share with you. So just ask. You can see my, this is my Noitulover code, HCA101. You can drop either on this chat if you want, drop your own contact details, or you chat me up on Noitulover, HCA101. Thank you, and may God Almighty bless you. We've come to the end of our meeting.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.